football shouldn't be associated with losing lives because we go to the stadium to entertain ourselves. I blame the GFA the most.
You think they're not doing enough
they are doing absolutely nothing.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Al Media Sports podcast. It is the review show where we take a comprehensive look at all that happened across Europe, the European top 5 leagues. So it's getting even more interested in the La Liga. Madrid dropping points, Atletico and Barcelona piling more pressure on the Los Blancos after they won their respective games. And in England, it's Liverpool still a firm grip on top spot. But then Arsenal looking to break away from that Manchester City jinx with a 5-1 win. And it's the teenagers, the youngsters actually, that ran away with the show. Luis Maskelly hitted the Erling Haaland celebration in annoyance after Haaland himself scored in that game. But it was Arsenal running riot over there. But in Ghana, the Ghana football fraternity actually continues to mourn after just less than 24 hours ago, a staunch Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan was stabbed near a stadium. So it was actually a stadium that was hosting a match week 19 Premier League game between Inswachaman FC. They were the host, and they played host to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And that news broke out just hours after the game, or just during the game, the incident occurred, which has left many fuming and questioning the competence of our security personnel and how we even prioritize security at our game venue. So quite a lot of questions to be asked, and that's why we're here to give you a comprehensive report and then also an incisive analysis on all the games that happened over the weekend. My name is Joseph. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It is Al Media Sports Hub, and then also hit the notification bar so that you stay updated with all the latest every time we drop one. And it's now time for me to introduce my guest to you on the show, the person of Tiga Mauli Force. He'll be helping us with that in-depth, insightful, and then also educative analysis. Welcome, Force.
Thank you, Zaya.
Force, I wouldn't want to ask how you're doing, especially if you're an avid follower of football. You get it, and you get to know that a fan enters a stadium to enjoy a game of football for just 90 minutes, then ends up losing his or her life. It's quite tragic, catastrophic. You could use all the words to describe it, but it just doesn't speak well of Ghana football. And as far as security is concerned, and also making match venues family friendly, you just can't tell if one will feel safe even walking into a stadium with a family to enjoy a game of football. Force.
Well, Josiah, to be fair to you and to be fair to football lovers, I find it offensive. I find it negative if people try to justify what happened by saying that it doesn't only happen in the Ghana Premier League. I think it's absurd. The absurdity with which people try to justify what happened is weird. I mean, a life has been lost. A life has been taken. I mean, the man just got married, I think, a couple of months ago. I mean, so you would have to comprehend from that angle life being lost in the first place. You see, football shouldn't be associated with losing lives, because we go to the stadium to entertain ourselves.
Sure.
And you see, we are encouraging people to go to the stadium. We are encouraging women to go to the stadium. We are encouraging children to go to the stadium. And if we see these abnormalities happening, then on what basis are we going to stand and say everybody should go to the stadium? Are you getting to the point? So I am lost for us, but this is not the first time it's happened. But my major concern is to the fact that we have had pockets of incidences that have happened across the Ghana Premier League. And you see, it trickles down to the divisions, the Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Yeah.
But I blame the GFA the most. You see, you are the custodian, you are the guardian of football when it comes to Ghana.
Yeah.
I get to the point.
You think they are not doing enough security-wise?
They are not doing. They are doing absolutely nothing, Josiah.
Not enough, nothing.
Nothing. I don't want to put enough there. Josiah, let's be truthful to ourselves. You understand? I mean, you are a big-time journalist. You've covered almost every part of Ghana when it comes to football. You see these skirmishes. You see supporters chasing after referees. You see supporters chasing after footballers. You see supporters chasing after opposing supporters. It should not happen. You see, if this thing had happened in England, you would say that okay, they already have the clout, they can manage it, they can give justifiable reasons. But we are now building our game.
Yeah.
I get to the point. You see, do you know that this used to happen in Turkey and Russia a lot?
Yeah.
But they realized that it was negatively impacting their image as a league. It used to happen in South America. But they are also realizing that for us to have enough resources, for us to have enough sponsors, for us to have enough companies wanting to associate with our brand, that we have to eschew, we have to take away the negativities out of the game. Then you have a clean image that companies will be willing to associate with you. And as I speak with you right now, it's been a long time that you've had such incidences happening in the Brazilian Serie A.
Yeah.
Why? Because they've realized that bad image, what's the name? Fan death, fan clashes will not bring
violent hooliganism.
Will not bring good image to the league. And you see, you don't run football in a vacuum. I get to the point. You run football in partnership with companies, with sponsorship. That is why Neymar can leave Europe, Saudi Arabia, and go back to Brazil, because he feels safe to go back to Brazil. But if we have these things in our country, I really do not think that it speaks well of us as a football industry.
But one of the emerging news which has actually caught the attention of people has to do with the home side CEO, club CEO, the club owner, asking fans to send the same person who has been pronounced dead, so the victim, out of the stadium. Is there any justifiable reason why a club owner could just order for the removal of someone from a stadium? Because they're saying that was what actually happened, that incited the fans to even attack this man. Does it even make any sense? Why? Because I wouldn't know why Jim Ratcliffe will ask for the removal of a fan, especially if the fan hasn't done or bent the rules. If the fan hasn't actually done anything wrong, you think it makes sense in our game?
Josiah, you mentioned Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe has no authority over security issues. I get to the point.
Yeah.
So the impetus, right? The effrontery of that CEO to make that call tells you that there's a gap when it comes to security issues, because that call should have been made by the stewards
and not the club, owner.
You see, as a club owner, you are detached from security issues when it comes to match days, match day activities. So the reason why you asked why should tell you that the GFA and GALCA have failed in their fundamental duties to keep our match venues safe.
It was actually a match that was supposed to have, it was a category A match, so it was supposed to have at least 120, not less than 120 police personnel at the stadium. And guess what?
Could you have counted 12?
It was less than 10.
You see, Josiah, I have my issues with the GFA. I have my issues with GALCA. It's not as if I hate them. I don't know. I know none of them there. I get to the point. But you see, it is about Ghana football. If Ghana football is striving, my job is striving.
Yeah.
If Ghana football is striving, your job is striving.
Exactly.
Because the more Ghana football is striving, the more my punditry work goes forward. So one day I might be on Super Sports, I might be at BBC. But if Ghana football is lagging behind, who is going to be watching, to be listening to my punditry? I get to the point.
It affects everyone.
It affects every single body. If vendors don't go to the stadia, or if these things are happening, are you sure that vendors will go to the stadia? Even if they go,
it doesn't look safe.
Even if they go, where are the supporters that will come to buy from them? So you see, the football community is an aggregation of different sectors. Do you understand? It is in Ghana that we don't do our things well. That is why we don't see the value chain, the supply chain. Because when you go to Europe, you see the supply chain, because supporters will have to travel along with their club. The hotels will make money, transportation sector will make money.
And benefits from it.
Everybody benefits from it. But in Ghana, because we are not doing our football well, we don't see the value, we don't see the essence of what aggregating the totality of everything that football entails.
All right, so I believe it's a very, very sad story to know. And this Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan popularly goes by the name Pooley, and it's so sad, and would wish, I think, condolences to the family, and also may his soul rest in peace. Now let's move straight to Europe. It was an action-packed weekend. Let's start with the Premier League. A huge 5-1 win for Arsenal, and it looked like gradually Mikel Arteta is building, a legacy for himself as far as just detaching or walking out of the shadows of Pep Guardiola is concerned. He earned his very first win against Pep Guardiola last season at home, and he's continued by just a top performance. It was something that was actually expected of them, wasn't it?
Yes, it was greatly expected of them. I was telling a friend that Arsenal was going to win, but my surprise was the scoreline. If anybody told you that Man City was going to lose by 5-1, I do not know that you would have believed that. But you see, that is the beauty of football. You understand? When you have the upper hand, you go full throttle. You understand? If there are gaping holes that you can take advantage of, you have to take advantage of. Because I don't remember the last time Arsenal beat Man City by 5-1.
That's wild.
It's way long. In living memory.
Wild, yeah.
It's living memory. Even when Man City was not fighting for the top four, even when Arsenal was the top dog when it comes to English football, they never had the temerity to beat Man City by 5-1. And for Arteta to have led this Arsenal side, the Arsenal side we are complaining that do not have enough goals in them. The Arsenal side we have all been complaining about, they don't have a centre forward who is going to make it possible for them to challenge for the title. Dismantling Man City by 5 goals. You see, my problem is that the ease at which they did it. You understand?
It was too easy, wasn't it?
The ease at, you see, sometimes you might score 5, but you will see a level of difficulty. But with yesterday's game, it's like hot knife sliding through butter. You understand? Thomas Partey controlling the game. And see, neither the defensive midfielders or the entire midfield setup of the Man City field could stand the personality.
The power was too much, wasn't it?
No, it was the brilliance of Thomas Partey. He was able to calm the game down. You see, one thing that was off from the game was that even though Arteta was playing counter-attacking football, you never saw the full flow of counter-attacking football. Yeah. They rather control the game, at their own pace, allowed Man City to play the game, but at the end of the day, they got the goals. And you see, funny enough, the goals, majority, two of the goals came from the academy graduates. So it tells you that what Arsenal are on the right path. But my problem with Arsenal is the fact that they will have a massive win like this. But are they going to build a momentum with it? Because, mind you, they are just 6 points off Liverpool.
With a game in hand,
Liverpool having a game in hand. But it gives you some level of momentum that should Liverpool slip, which for now is unlikely because of the kind of football they're playing. But should Liverpool slip, is Arsenal capable? Is Arsenal, do they have the wherewithal to take advantage of anything that's going to come from Liverpool? And with yesterday's performances, I am tempted to say yes. But with previous, the precedents that we have seen from them, I am tempted to say, let me see more before I can justifiably say so. But
with Liverpool on the other hand, on Saturday, they just didn't want to get themselves into any sort of trouble. So it wasn't all that smooth for them at the Vitality. Ancelotti saying that they were lucky a couple of times because they scored. We saw Espanyol, striking the crossbar. Then we saw a goal disallowed from them. Penalties. It was quite a whole lot. And he said sometimes you need luck to win games. You think they are also just keeping their focus?
Josiah. You see, in a 38 match season, you are not going to be fluent in all the 38 matches. Your job is to get a job done.
Yeah.
Your job is to get 3 points. At most, if you go to a ground that is very, very difficult, you get a point. You understand? And you see, Liverpool are doing the job at their own pace. Yesterday, they rode their luck at times, but that is the essence of football. Yeah. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Look at the empty post that Clivert missed.
Yeah, it was shocking.
It was
the biggest chance of the game.
Yeah, so sometimes things will go your way. sometimes will not go your way. But you see, let's give kudos to Mohamed Salah. You understand? I mean,
player of the season already.
Player of the season, and one of the best players English football has seen. You see, let's be factual. I get to the point. The English might not hail him as he should be. You understand? But the numbers don't lie. Yeah. The data doesn't lie. The impact. Do you know that Mohamed Salah has done more for Liverpool than Gerrard has done for Liverpool?
Obviously.
Yes. You understand? In terms of the numbers, in terms of the trophies.
In less games, actually.
In less games, and less seasons as well. But look at how we herald Gerrard. Look at how we herald, the previous giants of Liverpool. But we do not give the same, accolade to Mohamed Salah. And I can tell you for the fact that the 8 seasons that he has spent at Liverpool, he's been at the forefront of every major accolade that they have won. To an exception of when he lost an arm in the finals against Madrid, and they lost 3-1. So it tells you the importance of Mohamed Salah to the cause of Liverpool. And should Liverpool go on to win the league, it is going to be because of the brilliance of Mohamed Salah.
Oh, that's quite impressive. Let's still stay in the Premier League before we move to the La Liga, where we were all questioning how United were going to offload Marcus Rashford, because there was no team that realistically were willing to absorb that hefty sum of money as salary. Now Villa just comes up and they're like, we'll take 75% of it, and already he's made a move. He's their new number 9 after John Duran left for Al Nassr. A good move for him.
A good move for him on the personal level, you understand? But
it is a downgrade?
No, it is not a downgrade. One thing about English football is that every single team can offer you the opportunity to showcase your talent at the highest level. That is why Brighton can reject a 90 million pounds from Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. It tells you that every single club that is spread across the 20 league format is comfortably a big club. You understand? But you see, the historical nature of Manchester United history makes them an exceptional club. But for Rashford, I think that it's a good move for him, because if he had stayed in Manchester United, there's no way that he would have had a show in. He wouldn't have even gotten a single minute, because there's a lucid disparity, there's a lucid a discord between the coach's understanding of the game and what Marcus Rashford is needed to do to be in his plans. You understand? So you see, sometimes you might think that you are doing what is right, but who is the most important person to justify to assess you what you're doing is not right. So it is not necessarily about what you're doing, but it's about what you are doing.
But it looked like that relationship was torn beyond repairable.
No, it wasn't torn beyond repairs. It was because Rashford did not put in the work. And you see, it is questionable on the part of Rashford, okay? Because as a player, for a coach to say that you are not putting in maximum effort, it's an indictment.
Has that been Rashford all this while?
No, I wouldn't say so, because if it had been so, then Hag would have said it. I get to the point.
Well, he pulled his weight according to Ten Hag's standards. Whatever he did was up to par
with what Ten Hag wanted from him. You understand? But you see, this is a new era. This is a new tenor, and you needed to, put in the maximum effort for the coach to believe that no, you are part of the people that I'm going to take to war. Because this is a new coach, he doesn't know you that well. So how do you prove to him that you are a part of his plans? It is then up to you to justify your inclusion, to justify that you are part of the next batch of players that he should rely on. But on a large scale, I have always said that I don't believe Marcus Rashford is a top talent. Marcus Rashford is a good player. He will get you a couple of goals, he will get you a couple of assists. But Marcus Rashford is not going to lead a team to trophies. Marcus Rashford is not going to be in the boot. I'm not going to compare him to the likes of what was the name, like Lionel Messi, because they can single-handedly carry you throughout the. But let's even compare him to Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard led Chelsea, right, to multiple league titles, to trophies. What has Marcus Rashford done? You see, at his peak, do you know that at his peak, he was not the number 1 choice centre forward for England?
No.
So that should tell you that yes, he has got talent, but he is not the best at what he does.
Right.
So yes, Aston Villa is going to serve as a platform for him to integrate himself, to re-engineer his focus from off-field issues, and then focus his mind on footballing issues.
Finally, let's move to the Spanish La Liga, and both teams, both giants were in action. And Madrid were thinking that at least, going to Espanyol, it should have been a walk in the park for them. But unfortunately, we recorded one of the most shocking results yet this season in the La Liga. So Madrid losing by a lone goal, Barcelona at home winning by a lone goal. You think it's game on in the La Liga?
Game on. Here we go.
Oh, down to the wire it is.
You see, one funny bit about this season in Spain is that the three of the biggest clubs in La Liga are dropping points.
No, okay.
Barca will drop points today. Madrid will accumulate the points. Madrid will drop points today. Barca will accumulate the points. Now the question is going to be asked: who will drop more points?
Okay, so that's the question now.
That is the question now.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be Barcelona.
Barcelona will end up dropping more points.
If Barcelona plays well, they get the points. If Barcelona doesn't play well, they don't get the points. If Madrid doesn't play well, they sometimes get the points. Madrid would not necessarily have to be at their best
to win
matches. They win matches ruggedly. They win matches that they find tough. Yes, I mean, nip a go here and there. So at the end of the day, it's about who has the capacity, who has the lungs, who has the energy to go the extra mile. And don't forget, Atletico Madrid is in the midst.
Yeah, they're second currently, just 2 points.
They're second.
Real Madrid, yeah.
So you don't have to take Atletico Madrid off the equation because they've got quality.
But you think they can qualify or they can finish higher than Barcelona?
Atletico Madrid, I cannot make that call. You understand? Because it is not a clear forward, league season for you to justifiably say that you can, use the benchmark to forecast what is going to happen. Because Madrid is not on form. Barcelona picks up form and then loses the game. So you can't clearly say if we are about maybe 8 matches to the end of the season, and then you look at the points tally on the table, then you can say this team is likely to win, this team is likely to win. But for now, the 3 teams are in contention, and each and every single one of them has an equal opportunity to win the league.
All right, so thank you very much, Atiga, for your time on the show. So, like I said, it's been a comprehensive, review of the weekend's games. But Ghana football still mourning the demise of a staunch Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan after he was stabbed somewhere in Nswacha in the Bono region when he joined his team in that away game. And it's something that we keep on condemning. It's something we'd never condone. It's something that football needs to stay away from. That's violence and hooliganism, and it's such a sad day as far as Ghana football is concerned. It's still game on in the Premier League. Liverpool winning, Arsenal winning, so it's still 6 points. Liverpool will be playing later in the Merseyside derby. That game was actually scheduled for December, but unfortunately due to some adverse weather conditions wasn't able to be handled. And then in Spain, Atletico Madrid says it's going down to the wire. So Madrid dropping points, Atletico Madrid winning, and then Barcelona also winning. And it's even more interesting. In the Milan derby, it actually ended 1-1. So we'll be bringing it to you, all that later in the subsequent shows. Thanks so much, Atigama Holy Force, and thanks to you out there. Don't forget, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribing to the channel, and then also to share the content. Share. And I think one of these days you could win yourself a signed jersey of your choice. Bye.